Languages can be quite a handful to a person due to thousands of languages existing around the earth. Due to this salad bowl of languages across the earth, it can be quite difficult to communicate with someone who speaks a different language than yours. This is what is known as a language barrier, and it causes divides between people. This can lead to it can lead to conflict due to differing ideologies. However, there have been several attempts in the past to create what is known as an international auxiliary language. In today's video, I will be exploring one of these constructed languages. Our story begins with a man by the name of Ludwig Leger Zamenhof, a man whose name I definitely did not just mispronounce. He was a Polish eye doctor that grew up in the multi-ethnic city of Białystok in the Russian Empire. He was a real big fan of language due to his city of origin. He learned Polish, Yiddish, Belarusian, and German. In school, he studied classical languages like Latin, Greek, Hebrew, and Aramaic. He later learned some English, however he did not speak it very well. He had an interest in Lithuanian and Italian and learned Volapük, which will be covered in a future video, when it came out in 1880. He had already begun developing his international language project, and it was well developed at that. Zamenhof's inspiration for his international language was the many quarrels among the ethnic groups in his city. He presumed that the main reason for the prejudice among these groups was ethnic groups misunderstanding other ethnic groups, caused by the lack of a common language. He thought to himself, if such a language existed, it could allow people from different backgrounds to communicate with each other as brothers. Fast forward to 1878, his language project, Lingua Universala, was finished. Zamenhof, at the time, was too young to publish his work, though. Soon after his graduation, he studied medicine in Moscow and Warsaw. He graduated from university and began his practice as a doctor in the city of... I can't even pronounce that. After 1886, he worked as an eye doctor in Plock and Vienna. He spent his evenings working on his international language project and his mornings and afternoons as an eye doctor. For 2 years, he tried raising funds to publish a booklet describing his language, until he received financial aid from his future wife's father. In 1887, he released a book by the title of International Language, Introduction and Complete Textbook, under his fake name of Dr. Esperanto, while Zamenhof's language had the name of Lingvo Internacia, or International Language in Esperanto. Those who learned it started calling it Esperanto after his pseudonym. It caught on and Esperanto became the name of the language. Esperanto, put basically, is an international auxiliary language constructed by L. L. Zamenhof. Zamenhof's goal was to create an easy-to-learn language that would serve as a second language for everybody to learn, in order to break the language barrier. Esperanto is one of the most easiest languages to learn. Most languages take a few thousand hours to learn, like English. However, Esperanto only takes 150 hours to learn. Esperanto has an alphabet based on the Latin script. It has 28 letters, diacritical marks included. Esperanto words are mostly derived by stringing together roots, grammatical endings, and at times, prefixes and suffixes. That's just some basic information about Esperanto. If you'd like to explore it a bit more, I'd recommend checking out the Wikipedia page. I'll see you in the next video.